Welcome back, this RB Sensei. To my diehard fans, make sure you watch at least until 9 minutes because watch time is the most important factor to this channel growing and being successful. To new watchers, if you like this video at any point, like and comment. Now let's get into this ridiculous nonsense.
Just give it to me straight.
Oh, here we go. Half of her head shaved, clearly too old to be on TikTok. This is gonna be bad or good depending on how you look at it. Good, and maybe it'll be some entertaining content when I start roasting. Bad in a way that it's gonna weigh on you mentally long after this video ends.
So, I normally don't post about my dating life, but I've been on a few dates. Oh Lord.
At this point, it's just becoming too much.
And let me tell you something. You men think that we have issues?
Hell yeah. Yes, you clearly have issues. Can you imagine pulling up in the gas station, seeing her hold the camera up at the right angle, trying to make a TikTok while she's getting gas with a ridiculous haircut? I feel sorry for whoever grandmother this is. I feel sorry for whoever aunt this is.
You guys have no idea the issues that you bring forth. Like, all you're concerned about is maybe some filters and stuff, you know?
Yes, we want to know what you really look like. We're concerned about getting deceived and lied to. We're concerned about false advertisement. We're concerned that you're over 50 still using filters. It's a sign of mental illness. Yes, we're concerned about that. Your whole existence is cringe. We're concerned about that.
For my bare minimum girlies, I used to beg for flowers. Now this is a random Thursday. So just stop settling.
Do you think he's really going to keep that up for 50 years? He's just happy to have some new pee around. When he get tired of it, he'll be doing that for another bitch. So maybe you should focus on character and integrity and not who can shower you with gifts. I'm willing to bet this is a guy who has money, status, influence. I'm sure he does this for a bunch of women actually right now. You're just another hoe on the side. But you okay with settling in that way, as long as he's spending money on you.
Loser! You're a loser!
Thing is, like, I do know my worth, but sometimes there's a sale. There's a discount. There's like a 50% off. You know?
Do women know their worth? Well, first off, most women are insecure. So they're constantly looking for other people to let them know their worth. Whether that be men, whether that be their friends, their professor at college. They're looking for somebody else to validate them. So I'm going to say no, most women don't know their worth. And then let's look on the other side. Women who are really arrogant and really into themselves. They also don't know their worth. They think it's higher than what it is. And if we're specifically talking about the dating market, yeah, men set your worth. A woman who is really valuable in the dating market is a woman who's willing to give herself to a righteous man. Serve a righteous man. Be submissive to a righteous man. Give her heart, soul, and everything to a righteous man. Women who are only willing to give their heart, soul, spirit, submission, all that to bad men, they're worthless. Even the bad men are holding it against her that she's doing all these things for a bad man.
Is like simultaneously the craziest thing I've ever heard, but then also on one hand I'm like, wait, that actually feels like it makes sense.
I just tried going on a blind date and I was extremely humbled. Extremely humbled. As soon as I walk up, this man is drinking a glass of wine. I'm like, oh, hi. He's like, he follows me and I've met him one other time before. So it wasn't completely blind date, but we had never when I sit down, he's like, I'm sorry, this is awkward, but this isn't it for me.
You're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
Sensational.
And I'm like, no, it's not awkward. That's fine. Like, I get it. Sometimes you can feel right off the bat. I'm just curious, what is the reason? Like, what energy did I bring that made you so quickly be like, oh, no. But I'm like, I get it, too. Sometimes I feel that energy, and I respect you being like, this isn't it. He says, you don't look like the last time I saw you or your pictures on Instagram.
But that's the mathematical reality.
Why would you even say that? Are you trying to imply there's something wrong with me? Ew.
Well, I totally understand. Because who knows which one of her identities she had on the first time they met in person. And we know she had an alternate, identity online. The filters, the fake up, the this, the that, the angles. So it makes total sense that this will happen. But I don't know why women don't realize this when they're putting on all the fake up and the filters. Somebody's going to see you in real life eventually.
Did you know that I can see you?
So you're setting yourself up for this exact L when you don't represent yourself to be who you actually are. And here's another thing I want to throw out there. Women say, oh, just tell me the truth. I just want to know why. They don't really want to know why. It's going to crush them when they find out why. And they're going to bash you to all their friends, when they get home about how he was so mean and he could have worded it a different way. They're full of it when they say they just want to know why.
I have the beauty filter on right now.
I told you so.
But I do not Facetune my pictures. When I upload pictures on my stories, I put like the Paris filter on, but like, fucking sue me. Like, sorry. Beauty filter off. Like, I don't think I look that different.
You a damn lie.
Shit.
I'm living my nightmare. It is a monster. It's in my head.
Hey folks, you tired of hearing this stupid advertisement? You can get access to all my videos ad-free by subscribing to Patreon or Subscribestar for $5 a month. And for the convenience of staying on YouTube, you can join the YouTube membership for $10 a month. You also get access to over 70 archived exclusive videos as well as 2 weekly exclusive videos. Not to mention you get access to videos at least 1 day early.
Go yourself. That's how I feel.
You're mid, ma'am. And I'm sure this guy was a 8 or 9 at least. Because women don't make TikToks about guys below a 8. I'll just say that. Look, I'm going to say something, and it's not to hurt your feelings, but maybe you need to hear it so you can progress in life. You're not pretty enough for top tier dudes to take you serious. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you can find a real, happy, wholesome relationship. But by the time you're on TikTok complaining about Chad, that's probably over and done with for life.
You don't know that.
Like, no, my skin is not perfect by any means, but enough to send someone away on the first 5 seconds of a fucking day. Which I'm not mad at this guy.
I'm very tired of all of the lies.
Because when it's not it, it's not it. But, fucking A, dating is hard. I am in the trenches right now. And I'm not trying to catfish anybody. Like, I'm just, I turn the beauty filter back on because, yeah, it makes me prettier. Get over it.
No.
Okay.
No.
No, he doesn't have to get over it because he can pull women who look pretty in real life. See, I don't feel sorry when these women lose at these shallow games. They love playing shallow, superficial games. That shallow, superficial world is cold and heartless. You could always hop out of it, but you're not going to do that, are you? So that's why nobody should shed a tear for you. Keep getting your feelings hurt. You don't qualify to win in that superficial world. You just don't. Face it. How many guys have you left on red? How many guys tried to come up to you and holler at you and you laughed in their fucking face? You ain't gonna bring that up, are you?
Of course not. Of course not. Of course not.
I am going to now give men the dating tip of the century.
Yeah, I highly doubt that.
I am 28 years old. I am single. I am living in London. And I'm going to give men 3 words that will help you out on any first date.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
With someone. And that is, what about you? Now, if you want to rephrase this and you don't like the what, you can go with how. How about you?
Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the up.
Look, once again, when you're dating out of your league, they don't have to ask about you. They feel like you should feel lucky that he even took the time to go on a date with you. He shouldn't have did that. He just want to hit some skins. He's thinking, look, feel lucky that I'm even here, mid-chick, and let's hurry up and get through this so you can throw it back on me. 28 on TikTok with a nose ring talking about dating is just on the wrong side of human existence. It really is. But see, Long Stick Rick and Long John Ron, All Night Mike, they mess up the game by taking 4s and 5s out on dates. Because now she think that's her level.
Hey, bro, not a clue.
I mean, she knows deep down inside she's not a supermodel. Far from it. But as long as Chad just give her a crumb, that's enough for her to hold on to her delusion. Stop giving them crumbs, Chad.
The reason I say this is because when a woman asks you a question about your life, about your job, about your family, all you have to do is say, what about you?
No.
Or how about you?
No.
To rejig the conversation around back onto that woman so that she can then give you the exact information that you've just given her.
If she shuts the fuck up, she can get pumped and dumped, but to actually have to talk to her and deal with her personality, and once you start hearing what they talking about, most men, then it starts to click. Wow, I don't want to be around her. Boop! And then the man's, oh, here, hold this, I'll be right back. And the man just disappeared.
Never forget, guys, how they complain about getting treated by the top 20% men. This is how they treat the bottom 80% men. But it don't click. Or maybe it does click, they just don't give a damn. And we're going to return the favor by not giving a damn about their woes.
My nigga.
I've just been on a first date, and I like asking questions. Otherwise, we would just sat in awkward silences. So obviously I'm going to ask you questions about your life. I want to get to know you. I want to get to know this person that you are. But if we now did a pop quiz about our date and about the other person, I bet you I'd be able to answer every single question about him. He would not even be able to tell me a single simple thing about me.
See, I genuinely think something that's not spoke about enough is how difficult it is being lonely in your 20s, and how hard it is to make new friends, and then when something happens that just knocks you back or takes you down and you don't have this kind of like
Listen, before she made this video crying, she got dressed. She didn't just come from somewhere. She would have you believe she just came from somewhere. No, she been sitting in the house all day. She got dressed. She put makeup on, earrings on, those necklaces, the glasses on her head. She got done up. The watch, the bracelets, the rings. Just so she can come on here and cry about not having any friends and not having a partner. This woman is good looking enough to have 75% of men going out of their way to take her out and to make her feel loved and wanted. So I don't want to fucking hear it.
People just pick you up and like surround you because you don't want to feel like a burden. You don't, like, they've got their own lives.
Stop
and you just feel
burdening
like
us.
such a it's horrible. Like, it is such a lonely place to be. And you know you've got people who care about you, but they can't be there to just, you know, look after you and take care of you. And you've got to pull through it on your own, and you've got to be the one to just live through it. And
right, this is what 80% of guys go through. Can you imagine being a guy, an average looking guy at that? How it is for us to go through life? Nobody cares about you. Don't care if you're hurting. Don't care if you're struggling. They just tell you to man up. Can you imagine not being able to pick from 80 guys in the inbox at any given moment? Well, no, you can't imagine that because that's been pretty much your whole life. An attractive woman's worst day is the average man's best day. Let's just put it like that.
You're goddamn right.
You shouldn't say that about a woman. Why can't you say women are wrong when they're wrong?
You want to be making moves on the street, have no attachments, allow nothing to be in your life that you cannot walk out on in 30 seconds flat.
Okay, first of all, I didn't miss the red flags. I looked at them and thought, damn, that's sexy. And that's my problem.